welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to talk about my Q1 business goals, both the good and the bad. But before I get started, my name is Tiffany and I'm an image strategist, and I help new and aspiring luxury real estate agents create their visual business card. So let's talk about business goals for Q1. First, let me just say that between actually writing out my goals and actually doing these YouTube videos have actually helped me with kind of keeping pace on my goals, but I'll get into that. So let's start with the good first. I went live every Monday starting in January. I said, you know what, I'm going to go live every Monday at 1 o'clock to get used to going live on Facebook. And I did, and it wasn't half bad. I actually enjoy being on video. It's just creating the content that I struggle with, but I do enjoy being on video and on camera. And every week that I decided to do it, even there were Mondays that I didn't want to do it, but I still got on and did it anyway and was always glad that I did. Even in the midst of me when I had to go live for 2 straight weeks for launching my program, I went live then too, and I'll get into that in a moment. So going live every Monday, it's been a good thing. And so that is something that I will continue to keep doing. So number 2, I launched my signature program. I was kind of hesitant about launching, but I did it anyway. Now, there were some things that I could have done better, which I know to take into the next launch. For May, I believe that's when I'm going to do it. But putting it out there and getting comfortable with being on camera and talking to people about what I do and servicing them, that was a good feeling. Now, even though I launched to crickets, there's a reason for that, and that is my fault. But just being able to do it, it also allowed me to see what I did well and what I need to work on. So I know that I do well on camera now. I'm getting better and getting comfortable with that. But there's a whole other piece of it that I don't do well with. So what that showed, it showed me that if I never would have launched, I would never know where and how to make different changes and create new ideas for that. So I launched my signature program. And I have been consistent with releasing podcast episodes and YouTube videos kind of, but definitely being consistent with my podcast. I now batch record either the last Sunday of every month or the first Sunday of every month, depending on when Wednesday falls, because that's when I release new podcast episodes. And if you're interested in listening to my podcast episode, it will be in the description box down below with the link to the Everyday Icon podcast. Can I tell you, this saves so much time for me? I mean, I can do 4 to 5 episodes early in the morning on a Sunday. I start at maybe 8:30, and I'm done. It takes me maybe about an hour, 2 hours, and that's recording, editing, which I do very little of. Podcast, see, now here I go messing up. I go and I schedule them. That's what I'm trying to find. I schedule the podcast episodes so that they're ready to go every month, every week. So that is very helpful, and that frees up more time. So hopefully I can begin to do that more with filming YouTube videos, go in, batch record, and schedule them, or at least record them and have them ready to edit whenever I want to put them up. So I did that very well. What did I do bad? Because there are some things I didn't do well in. One thing, I did not build my email list. This I know is something that is very important and that I need to build and create an email list. Now, I'm not saying I'm looking to build it to 1,000 people or 5,000 people right now. I will be happy if I can build it to 50 to 100 people. That's all. I'm looking to grow organically, and even to grow at not a snail's pace, but not a fast accelerated pace either. So one of the reasons why is because 1, I didn't have strong call to actions. 2, which leads into number 2 of what I didn't do well, market or promote it. So I don't put it out there enough. I don't talk about it enough. I don't let people know that it's there. So now I have to make sure that when I talk about my opt-in in my email list. I have to make sure that I put it in all of my description boxes, my podcast, when I go live here on YouTube, because it'll be in the description box below as well. So building my email list is something that is a focus for Q2. Number 2, I did not market or promote. I cannot grow if I don't really fully put myself out there and market not only just my service, but my content as well. So what does that look like? That means going live a little more, making sure that I post on IG and Facebook more consistently, putting it when I'm in Facebook groups. If people ask, hey, what do you have free offers that you have going on or services? Putting those in the comments so people can find me and striking up conversations, and most importantly, letting people know what I do. But that was because I still in Q1 didn't know who my target audience was or who I wanted to serve. I just knew I wanted to serve. So marketing and promoting myself. And number 3, I still struggle with posting on Facebook and Instagram. I think it's because of the captions. And then you have the hashtags. And it's a whole animal in itself. And the great thing is I can post it on Facebook and schedule it so that it will also post on Instagram as well. So that is something that I still struggle with, and I have to become better with really sitting down with writing out captions, because what I do is those posts for me sometimes are actually afterthoughts. So what I have to go in and do now is I have to sit down and create a day and write out content, even if it's for 2 weeks. And I still think that I have in my mind that I also have to do it for every day or 2 or 3 times a day. But I have to find out what consistency looks like for me. So that might be twice a week, and then figure out what day I want to do it twice a week and schedule it for that as well. So that is something that I will also be working on in Q2. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you enjoy all of my videos, especially when it comes to business, because I wish I could have found videos such as the ones I'm creating for here. For when I started, there are tons of videos out, but they're not from the very beginning and taking you through the actual process. Even though there are amazing business coaches out there, amazing strategists for IG and Facebook, but I really want to give you a behind the scenes of what I go through and as I grow. So with all that being said, let me know how your Q1 business goals went in the comments below, and I will see you guys next week. So stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.